Hello students, this is Dr. Mike with a few minutes of Linux for you. I'm going to go over redirection, which is from chapter 10, I believe, this week. So in any case, what is redirection? And actually, let's look at the first thing. Let's talk about piping. This is something you've probably already done in previous labs and unbeknownst. Not sure what it meant. So let's talk about what pipes are. So simply, first off, let's talk about what the key itself is. We have the pipe key, it's usually referred to, usually one or two vertical lines on a keyboard, usually around, you can see where the enter key is at. It may be different in your keyboard. But in case, the piping is very important. It's used in several places in Linux. As you've seen before, let's take this file here. I am currently in my test directory. And I'm going to cat this long file.txt. And again, this is on your test system here. You can see we have a lot of stuff to play with. So same command itself, we can pipe to. This essentially takes that output. We know that cat is concatenation, and we just cat a single file, in this case long file.txt. It basically just dumps it out to our default terminal, which is, of course, our command prompt. What the pipe does, it takes this output, and think of this as like a cube wall. If this throws it over the wall for the next command to run. It doesn't know what it is, it doesn't really care. It just says, here you go. And this can be whatever we want to be. And we see before with grep, with their previous lesson, regular expressions. Very popular, very popular is piping to grep for something. It's a great way to go ahead and take some input and filter it, right? So let's go ahead and grep for hello. And we can see I get a bunch of hellos out. So essentially, the pipe command itself, we can grep it, we can send to sort. We have a lot of options with piping. Probably one of the most useful, and it's very important to understand how it works, but it's very useful and very simple. And of course, the text will tell you this, you can actually do multiple pipes. So let's go ahead and pipe for anything with an H, and then pipe to sort. This might not work. Yeah, I didn't do the right grep there. So in any case, but you can do multiple pipes. So you can build very long, complex commands or text manipulation with multiple pipes. So you can do more than one pipe per command. So piping is very important. Make sure you look at that. Last two things here were really simple is standard input and standard output. Because we know, again, if we cat long file.txt, that it goes to my standard output. Of course, we've seen before with the find command, you can redirect errors. And we do redirections with the greater than and less than. Now, the most common one we're going to see is this. Let's go ahead and take long file.txt. Let's go ahead and use that pipe command again. Let's grep for hello. And of course, we see that that dumps to my screen all the hellos. Do that again. This time we can redirect that output. It's going to take the output from this part of the command and send it to typically a file. So let's just call this hello.txt. Now if I look, I have my hello.txt. You can probably guess what's inside there. A bunch of hellos. Redirection also goes both ways. So this is a great way of going maybe to record after you do some filtering. Let's say this is a log file, and you create a regular expression string to pull out, let's say, certain web server errors. It's very common to go ahead and send those to a file. So you can have a record of that for later use. But this also goes both ways. So we can redirect this way out to a file. We can also bring stuff in. So let's go to example. Let's take that the hello.txt we just created, I'm actually going to do a transversal characters here. I'm going to take any lowercase a through z and change it to uppercase a through z. And actually going to take that in from hello.text. And now you can see I just changed my case. So then again, let's look at that command. Yes, and we're taking this file. I'm almost doing reverse here. We're saying take the input of this file and send it to this command. Normally when I work command line myself, I always think from left to right. You start here, you do some job, you pipe it or send it to somewhere else over to the right here. In this case, you can redirect in. We actually can combine this and do an output on it. Let's call this uppercase hello.txt so it matches our case. And we can see there's my lowercase, uppercase hello.text. And there's a lowercase one. We still have that preserved. And you can probably guess that it's full of the uppercase hellos. And I still got the lowercase ones. For redirection, piping, you learn other things. There are, of course, xargs and some t commands. We'll leave that for the text. You can explore that in this week's lab. But those are probably the main parts of redirection and piping. Very simple, but yet very handy. And hopefully this has been very helpful. Talk to you again.